Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Virgo, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the emotional dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. All right, your person is showing up as the Page of Swords, so possibly someone with strong air in their chart. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This could be somebody who's watching you, a secret admirer, or somebody who's just keeping tabs on you. All right, let's see how they're viewing you, Virgo. They're viewing you as the World card. Holy smokes. All right, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. And their future action towards you, we have the Six of Wands. Okay, but the Six of Wands is saying that they're a little bit conflicted. They want victory, but they might be a little bit conflicted about how to have victory with you or how to come towards you. We see the King of Swords, really strong air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This person's watching you. This person's ready to talk. This is somebody who I feel is honest, they're authentic, but they're somebody who likes to do their homework and be prepared before they reach out. So this could be somebody you've dealt with in the past, or like I said, a secret admirer. Now, the Page of Swords tells me that they're watching you very closely, Virgo. In fact, I feel like this came through maybe in your energy check-in reading. I'm not sure, but let's see. The Page of Swords, watching, doing their homework, gathering information. And we get the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but you know what? I'm getting all this air energy. Like you definitely have somebody with strong air in their chart here. The Knight of Swords in reverse to me is saying that they might not be ready to talk just yet. They're still gathering information. This is somebody who's honest, authentic, they're direct, they're a good communicator. But right now they feel like they can't communicate the way that they want because they just might not have all the data that they need. Right? They don't have all the information. It could also just be that they're being a little bit shy here as well. All right, and we see the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. So definitely secret admirer vibes coming through here, Virgo. For a lot of you, it is not somebody you've dealt with, although, you know, the King of Swords can be an ex. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that this is maybe a connection that just hasn't quite found its form yet. But trust your intuition here, Virgo. They're viewing you as the World card, fixed energy. This is a brilliant success. They may be watching you wrap something up. It could be another relationship, or maybe you're just, moving into a different cycle in life. But it's a brilliant success because we kind of get a nod to the Fool in this card. All right. Now, if you hear any crazy noises, I do have my cat is doing naughty things behind me. So if you hear any weird crashes, bangs, booms, scratching, weird things flying across the room, that's her. But yeah, so it's like this Fool energy, like this person is seeing you ending something and simultaneously starting something new. So especially those of you who have been through like a major life change, like a job or buying a home or moving or something like that, a different city, state, or country, or you've ended a relationship, or I don't know, you feel like you're stepping into this new timeline, this new vibration. This person's watching that, and I really do feel like they're in awe of you, Virgo. All right, they're viewing you as the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, they may know that you've experienced some sort of disappointment in love. They may also feel like with the Ace of Cups in reverse that they don't stand a chance, that you're not really focused on them, or you're not really focused on love. You're more focused on you. You're focused on starting this new cycle or wrapping something up or traveling or, boosting your business, whatever it is, your physical health, your well-being. So they're a little bit worried here about rejection, or that your heart chakra is not going to be open to them, Virgo. All right. And we have, the Six of Wands here showing up in reverse, telling me they feel like you might ignore them a little bit. Or maybe they just haven't gotten the attention that they really want from you. And maybe they've tried to get your attention in subtle ways, and now they're starting to think, okay, Virgo's not paying attention. Virgo didn't smile back. Virgo, I've tried to get close to Virgo. I can't seem to do it, so maybe Virgo's not interesting. So there's interested. No, they think you're interesting. They don't think you're interested. Okay, and then maybe your energy is scattered, or you're getting attention elsewhere, or just your heart chakra is not open. They're worried about you just, rejecting them, not being interested. All right, now they may mirror this energy here with the Six of Wands for a bit, Virgo, at least throughout the next couple of weeks or week or so. But they do want victory, but they are feeling a little bit conflicted. They're still gathering data. It's really funny. It just sounds so clinical, but in some ways I feel like this person can be a bit clinical. But I don't think my Virgos are going to mind that. Some of you, this could be like a Gemini here. Okay, and you both are ruled by Mercury. It can be a really positive connection between Virgo and Gemini. But they are going to shock and surprise you, but they're a little bit conflicted because they're not sure that there's going to be guaranteed success here. They're not sure about the future outcome. And I feel like this is somebody that likes to be really sure before they put themselves out there. So the Star card in reverse, Aquarius energy, and the King of Cups. But I do think they are going to surprise you with a love offer. Now remember, the King of Cups, though, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He's a creative visionary. He's balanced, but he's always kind of dipping his toe in the water. So again, I do think this person might surprise you and say something to you, maybe kind of direct, but it's not like a huge splash, right, that they make, to see if you're interested. So do pay attention to that, because I think you may get some little clues here from this person. But I mean, some of my other Virgos, they're just going to shock and surprise you with coming in and telling you really how they feel. Okay, but they are going to be conflicted about how and when to do that, and so it may take some time. How my Virgos are going to feel or are feeling, Ace of Wands. Yeah, you feel like this person's sexy, attractive. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready for something new. So I think your person is going to be really pleasantly surprised that you're feeling that Ace of Wands. I just feel my Virgos, you're in a really high vibration, or you will be when this person gives you that kind of green light or that green flag saying, you know what, I'm into you, and laying it out for you, right? All right, let's see what else my Virgos need to know about this person. All right, caring connection. So some of you, this person, you could be in separation from this person. But I'm also seeing, too, your person may be healing from some sort of breakup. I don't get that this is a player. I don't get that this is somebody who just jumps from one relationship to the next. I feel like they do take their time. And I also feel like they're kind of picky, which I think my Virgos, you'll be, maybe a little flattered by, but I think you'll actually really appreciate it, because most of my Virgos out there, you're quite picky as well about, whom you're going to be with. There's nothing wrong with that. We see blossoming abundance. This person may have lost a bit of, I kind of feel like they had a breakup here that was quite hurtful. It may have been a divorce or separation, where they lost a little bit of assets or money, or it was really expensive. This is another weird message. Some of you, they didn't get the dog. I know that sounds terrible. But it's a really weird specific message that came through. It's for one of you. All right, but it's they may have had a breakup and their person got to keep the dog. All right, but for others of you, they're a little bit worried here about having enough to offer. To my lovely Virgos, they're a little bit unsure about whether or not, they're unsure right now whether or not this is going to come together and it's going to grow. They certainly want it to. Okay, and we see healer. Yeah, this person, I feel like with the healer of the ages coming through, this person is still kind of healing, or they still feel like they're healing from either something that's happened between the two of you, if this is an ex, for example. But for a lot of you, I do think there's definitely a relationship or an ending or a divorce here that really heavily impacted them. We're also seeing the garden and the gate coming through. So your person is in an energy of waiting. They're looking out, but they're not quite ready to take action. Again, they're cautious. They're discerning, because I do see that it either took them a long time to heal financially, emotionally, from some sort of breakdown. I don't want to say breakdown, break up, right? or breakdown of a connection. So again, they're a little bit hesitant, and that's why they're in this sort of analytical, I'm collecting data on Virgo to figure out if I'm going to have success or not. And again, they may mirror you for a little bit, Virgo. So if you do know who this is, you may want to give them a little bit of a green light. That might push things forward a little bit quicker. All right, let's see what we need to know about this person's shadow. What do my Virgos need to know about this person's shadow? Too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen. So I kind of feel like that's a nervous habit they have. I know, like, sometimes even yours truly can be guilty of that. You know, when you get kind of nervous and then you just kind of keep talking and you say a little bit too much. I feel like this person, might do that. And they might do that with you, just feeling a little bit nervous. And indecision. You're afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. Yeah, this person definitely is somebody that doesn't like to make mistakes. I mean, nobody really does like making mistakes. But I do feel like, I don't feel they're indecisive. Not the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, but I do think that they take their time gathering information before they make a decision. Okay, because they don't want to make the wrong decision. They don't want to be hurt again. And there is an energy of self-preservation coming through here, Virgo. We see giving too much. You're depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. Again, this person certainly could be an overgiver or overgave in previous relationships. And again, that's what has them feeling a little bit hesitant here. All right, Virgo, let's see what they want to say to you. What does this person want to say to my Virgos? What does this person want to say to my Virgos, please? Absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Okay, that's especially for those of you where this might be a breakup or a separation. But I just think that wherever they see you, wherever they're watching you, like they miss you when you're not there. And I'm afraid it's too late to take action. They know that they take their time. They do their homework. They dot all their I's. They cross all their T's. Again, Virgos, I think you're going to appreciate that about this person. But they also know that they take their time. And so they may be a little bit worried about taking too long here. At the bottom of the deck, we do see third party. So there were other things that got in the way of us being together. Now, remember, third parties don't have to be romantic rivals. I mean, we do see there's something here about this person's past. And if this is a past person, I mean, you know what happened between the two of you. But for a lot of you, this is not a past person. It's somebody new, Virgo. And they might be worried about third party. They might be worried about you, getting attention elsewhere. They might feel like you're not paying attention to them because you're with somebody else. Like I said, they're getting all that information about you. And again, third parties don't have to be romantic rivals. It can be work. It can be responsibilities. It can be distance. Okay, it can be bad advice from friends and family. It really can be anything. So it doesn't have to be necessarily like a secret lover or something. All right, let's see what they would like to say to you. Something that they may not be able to articulate. I mean, some of them they will be able to with the King of Swords there, but for some of you, what is this that they can't quite articulate? It's easier to just stay away right now, okay, until they get all the information they need. I don't know, this person's energy is making me laugh because like they seem to be kind of rigid in that, like, making sure they have all the facts. And would you reject me? Yeah, they're worried about rejection. And I don't think you will, Virgo. I actually think my Virgos, you're going to be really into it. Look at that, the World card and the Ace of Wands. Like, you are so into this. You're so ready for this, it feels like. And I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So again, maybe there's some, that's for those of you where you have a history with this person. And for those of you where this is a secret admirer, they just kind of wish maybe they had told you how they were feeling. Maybe the last time they saw you, maybe if you've been on a few dates with this person, on those dates, things like that. All right, let's see what else my Virgos really need to know about this person or this situation. What else do my Virgos need to know about this person or this situation? Yeah, you two mirror each other. And I did get that with the Six of Wands energy. So they may be mirroring you, trying to figure out what's up. Relationships reflect our wounds. And we definitely see that here in this person's energy. And they're doing a lot of introspection. Okay, and we get the Sword and the Rose. clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So this person's going to come in with the truth, and they want to protect this connection. They want to protect you, is what I'm hearing. They want to give you clarity about how they feel. They need that revelation first, though, about when the right time is, or just the go ahead that you're single, you're available, or just a little green flag there, Virgo, or green light. I don't know which one it is. I don't think we give green flags. I think it's white flags. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. On this channel, we see a green flag, that means go. All right, let's see. For my Virgos, yeah, Phoenix. Some of you, this is a return. Okay, I've said it a bunch, but I'm channeling, so I'm channeling the messages as they come through. Get ready for a new phase, or a rekindling, a renewal, a transformation. Some of you, I feel like this is like this is a transformation in the sense that you're in that world energy. It's come through twice. You're in this world energy. You're starting something new. As you're wrapping something up, you've had this growth, this renewal. You may change your mind about this person, or maybe you've just changed your mind about life because of this, whatever this is that you're wrapping up. It might be freedom for you. It might be more money. It might be a move or something. All right. And we see photograph. This person is watching you, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgic, and they want to make new memories. Okay. And we get kisses. Oh, Virgo, I really like this for you. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. See, that's what I'm seeing going on here, okay? I really am. That's what I see going on here. It just feels like, this person takes their time to do their homework, to dot all their I's, cross all their T's, make sure that they have a good percentage of potential for success here. I don't know why they're making me laugh. It's coming off as quite clinical. It doesn't mean that they're going to be clinical or boring or very mathematical about everything that they do, but it's kind of the energy I'm getting. All right, let's see. What are their very next moves towards my Virgos in the next week or so? Judgment card, making a decision. Lovers card, making a decision. Okay, Four of Wands in reverse. All right, nothing too serious. And the Three of Cups energy in reverse. Some of you, they might be coming in to talk to you about a third party and ending, or checking to see, Virgo, are you really out of that connection, or is that third party energy gone? Some of you too, I'm seeing too, they might be coming in to clear up some gossip. Something that they've heard, or something that maybe you've heard about them. But the Judgment card and the Lovers, this is definitely them trying to come towards you in a really, really big way in the next week or so. Now, they might kind of play it cool. Three of Cups in reverse and the Four of Wands. They might be like, I know you might be seeing other people, or let's take it slow. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But know that they're making a decision here. They're making a decision here to come towards the person they feel is their soulmate, and that's you. And again, they might ask you if you're distancing yourself from a third party, or something that you're doing that maybe they were worried about, or they might be telling you they're distancing themselves from someone or something and want to clear up gossip. We see the Four of Swords. Yeah, so this person is, I feel like this person is thinking about you a lot when they're, getting ready for bed, or when they're laying in bed. But I also think that when they do come towards you, Virgo, they're going to feel calm, because they're going to feel like their chance for success is really high. I don't know why that's cracking me up. All right. I don't know why. It is. It's cracking me up. All right. Let's go ahead and see final messages, advice, and guidance from the Quiet Truth. Clear messages, advice, and guidance from the Quiet Truth for my Virgos, please. Feelings exist, consistency doesn't, okay? So there are definitely strong feelings here, but I don't think they've been consistent yet. Like a lot of you, it might be hard for them to be consistent because they're just a secret admirer at this point in time, but I'm not making excuses for them. Some of you, you might also kind of be not sure, you might not be so sure how to feel about this person, because again, I don't get that they run hot and cold, but sometimes you think there's something there, or sometimes you think this is going to work, and then sometimes you're like, I don't know. You can close this thought loop. Yeah, you don't have to sit around and think about this. This person is sitting around and thinking about, they're doing all the thinking. Okay, you just live your life, Virgo. Be the best version of yourself. They are coming towards you. You're going to get the clarity you need. You're safe to trust yourself, okay? And you didn't imagine the shift. So some of you, this could be like a coworker or a friend. And I think you've seen that their energy has shifted, and it feels like it's towards you. But again, they may have shifted back if they thought there was third party around you or there was some gossip. But again, they're going to shift back towards you. All right. And this isn't what you were hoping for. So some of my Virgos, you may sense a little bit of disappointment here with this energy, but I don't think it's going to last very long. Because again, we have the World card and we have the Ace of Wands and then we have the Sun card and we have this person, the King of Swords, coming in to, letting everything out on the table, making you happy as you start this new passionate cycle. I mean, I think right now, what you weren't hoping for is like what's happening right now, but I see something really beautiful unfolding for a lot of my Virgos. All right, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.